Hello, welcome to Victoria's podcast. Today we are discussing Season 1 of Serial, which is a podcast about the murder of a high school senior named Hae Min Lee in Baltimore in 1999. 6 weeks after Hae Lee reported missing, her ex-boyfriend, Adnan Syed, was arrested for her murder. Although he said he was innocent and did not seem to have the character to do such a thing, but his weed friend Jay said he heard him say he did it and saw him with Hae's dead body. The podcast is about trying to find out what really happened. Racial profiling, the justice system, and the podcast as a medium are all topics we are going to get into today, which are all close to home for this fascinating story. Alright, let's get into our first topic, racial profiling, and how it impacted the court and the police's decision to accuse Adnan Syed, a young Muslim boy born and raised in America, and once boyfriend to Hae Min Lee, and now her killer. At the bail hearing of Adnan Syed, racial profiling was evident, with Jay's lawyer telling false information about a generalization of Pakistanis getting bail then fleeing to Pakistan to escape the consequences of the law, which had no facts in reality. Jay's lawyer not only racially profiled Adnan Syed by telling false information, but also racial profiled the support of the Muslim/Pakistani community, who stood in the court to support and vouch for Adnan. She painted them in a bad light with no facts, saying that these people are known for supporting Pakistani male criminals for the reason of pride, then sending them to Pakistan to flee the law. This had no evidence. The jury, which was also biased because they identified with Jay and saw Adnan different, and together with the influence of Jay's lawyer, it strengthened the alienation of Adnan. Even though there was definitely some racial profiling, remember that this was before 9/11, so the prejudice was not what it is today. Racial profiling from the police was not much because in reality they just followed the story they were given and looked for facts that connected to the story while overlooking facts that did not support the story. This is more of a problem of our justice system than racial profiling. This leads into our next topic, the justice system. Our justice system is all about investigation validation, meaning the justice system only follows the facts that follow the easiest story and ignores the facts that do not validate their interpretation of what occurred. Even with the lawyers, they told the facts in a way that supported their story, even when the facts did not support it, leaving out the truth. What truly happened does not matter as long as someone is put to blame and the case gets closed. Our third topic is the podcast itself, as a medium, and if it impacts the telling of the story. The podcast as a medium is not that crucial to the story. Sure, it's the renewal of the radio, which once was a new and impactful form of media that anyone could use. But for this story, the medium platform could have been on anything. If it was a documentary on Netflix or YouTube, it would have not affected the influence of the story. I have seen many documentaries with a similar story that carries you on a journey with a mystery and questions. The podcast as a medium did not contribute or affect the impact of the story, to be honest. At least not for my generation, which anyone can basically become a journalist and tell a story on any platform of medium. I hope you enjoyed listening to my thoughts on Season 1 of Serial, on the topics of racial profiling, the justice system, and the podcast as a medium, and how each one impacted or did not impact the story. Please share your thoughts and opinions down below on these 3 topics on Season 1 of Serial. Do you disagree or agree with my thoughts and opinions? Who did you think is the true killer?